Hello everyone, this is In-Game Arts. We're doing another unboxing, another breakdown, another demo. This is Oddworld, new and tasty. This is the PS4 release version, but I also thought I'd do it something nice to do it by side version of the original first one and the PS4 remake of it. I want to emphasize that this is a limit run copy, so I will provide links of where I bought the copy, but the problem is that even if you want to buy a copy, they're already sold out. So I'm sorry to tell you that I'm showing a video of a game you probably won't be able to get a hold of until maybe through eBay or something like that. So go to Limit Run site if you're interested to buy any more copies. They only make a small runs of this, around 5,000, maybe 10,000 copies of it, and they'll never print anymore. So if you want to get a copy, go to Limit Run site to be prepared when they release one. Because when it's released, and it's gone, it's gone. So enough about Limit Run. So let's just get back to the game. So Oddworld's a classical game that a lot of people know of. It's a very dark, humorous, and also a very, I don't know, how do you say, ideology about the future, like how processing of business and treating people as slaves, and then when they're no longer useful, you get rid of them or you find other uses for them. It's a very interesting concept of game where you play as Abe, where he's got a destiny and abilities where he can help his other fellow friends escape and to reach just to escape from the facility before they get how do you say no longer needed anymore for the industry. Now, I remember playing this game back on the PlayStation 1, and I remember it's a hard game. I mean, really hard game. There's a lot of trial and error in the game. I also want to point out this also has co-op. Sorry to change the subject, but there's also co-op in the game where when one person dies, you pass the controller over to the other player, and then that person plays until he dies, and then so on and so forth. But it's still strongly mostly a one-player kind of game. It's just a little feature they added in there. What it is in the original PlayStation 1 version too, as well. So then it's not all bad. Like I said, I mean, it's not like something they just include. This is pretty much a side-by-side version of the original Oddworld game. Other than the graphical advancements into it, nothing is really different other than certain new abilities, and it made some things a little easier. So as you're able now to throw a bottle cap. You have unlimited versions of this bottle cap, so you can use it like a distraction or decoy an enemy somewhere so you can get crossed and so on and so forth. Also, you can take a little bit more damage before you die in the newer one here, while in the original first one, it's like one bullet and you're dead from the enemy's guns. And this one, you can take a couple bullets before you die, so that really helped out the game for being a little bit more easier. Also, as you can see, the newer version no longer has the as much of the map transition as you can see in the PS1 version, where every time you walk out of the screen, it has to do a map transition. This was a problem back in the original PlayStation 1 version where you didn't know what was over behind that wall until you got there. So sometimes you could walk across and there's an enemy right there, and you were supposed to be sneaking through that way, and you just did not know. Well, this one gives you the newer version here gives you a whole layout of the screen before it does a transition. Usually the transition is when you go into a whole new area and it has to load up that map area. Also, I want to point out that just because you can't get a physical copy of it, you can still get a digital copy easily through PlayStation 4. I think it's on Xbox One. I don't know if it's on Wii U, but it's definitely on PC. So it's not like you can't still get the game and still play it, and it's well worth a pickup if you definitely love puzzle and very dark, humorous, and challenging game. Now, other than that, there's a couple things where now they have we have to save employees. Well, this was an original PS1 version where you can get a different ending depending on how many employees you save throughout the game. Well, they have more now. It's like 200 something employees you can save, while on the older one only had nearly 100. Or it was 100, I can't 100% sure. But, so you have to make sure to try to save and it's a lot of, like I said, trial and error game. So you basically, every time you mess up and get a person killed, or some employee you're trying to help save, you basically is going to have to just kill yourself and then try to start. That sounds awful, to kill yourself. But, yeah, as you can see there, I just pulled that lever and just accidentally killed an employee. Basically, if you kill yourself, you'll get restart from the checkpoint and they'll give you another shot on it. So you'll do a lot of trial and errors. This is almost unavoidable. you're gonna die, and it almost makes me wish there was a count number telling you how many times you've died, because it does keep in track of how many casualties you've had employees die and how many employees you helped escape. Now, like I said, it does determine for the ending. If you don't save any employees, I think you definitely get the bad ending, and if you save them all, you get the good ending. And I think there's a middle neutral ending as well. Now, they do include some of the DLC stuff in this, so then if you get the physical copy, that's in there as well. So, like I said, there's no way to get a physical copy. Now, if you're any way you're going to get it, you have to go through eBay or maybe something like Craigslist or so on. Something like that, and most likely you're going to have a lot of Skypers. Basically, people who are charging you way more than what the game's actually worth physically. So, like I said, just if you're really interested in collecting, or just if there maybe some games that you would love the physical copy and you just want to know if somebody's releasing it, check out Limit Run's site and keep it keep it favored so that we can come back to it occasionally here and there and check up updates to see what maybe next game they're going to be releasing here soon. That way you can be ahead of know it. So then I highly recommend that if you are highly interested in physical copy collecting for the PlayStation 4. They only do the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Vita. If you don't know, the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Vita are region free. So even if you live in the Europe or Australia or wherever, China, Germany, so on and so forth, every game that's released by Limit Run will work on your console, and they do ship worldwide. By my belief, they do ship worldwide. So then you're not held back if you want to collect and you're from another country. So then try to check that site out. It'll help you out a lot if you're interested in collecting. Other than that, there's not much I can say about Oddworld, other than what I've already said, because like I said, it's supposed to be a trial and error. It's a fun game. It's very dark and humorous. It doesn't got like epic music or anything, but it's mostly like a Dark Souls kind of style where the music kind of blends with the atmosphere, and it's kind of more of a dread feel because it's got dark industry. I don't. That's how basically I have to put it. Like a dark industry where lots of stuff is not very good at going on there. So like I said, if you're interested in playing the game, I highly recommend just going to like Steam or something like that, or PlayStation Network, and download it from there. But if you really want a physical copy, you're gonna have to try to look for eBay or something like that. So this was, like I said, a nice little video of this game. I'm sorry you can't really buy the game fairly. So I'll leave descriptions down below if you're wanting to check out Limit Run site, and I'll try to see if anybody's posting on eBay. I don't know, but I'll still leave a link at the eBay site so you can go there. So thank you all for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out and encourages me to keep giving you these great videos. And just any opinion, thoughts you have, it also helps me out and encourages me to try to do better for you all and give you all the best information I can possibly can. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye!
This is Rupture Farms. They say it's the biggest meat processing plant on Oddworld. I used to work here. Well, I was really a slave, like all the others. That's me. My name is Abe. I was Employee of the Year. Now I'm dead meat. I crossed the meanest boss in the world. Bullock the Gluckin. My whole life changed in just one day. I was working late one night at Rupture Farms. We used to make meat munchies. Until the meaches were through. We still made pearmite pies. And we made some good scram cakes, too. I thought I had a good job, but that was before I knew how we'd make new and tasty. I was still to find. The truth, it turned out. Now that would blow my mind. The Gluckins were scared, 'cause profits were grim. Okay, here they are. Paramites and scrabs had been turning up thin.
As you can see, things are going down. What are you gonna do about it, Watch.
But Mullet was cool.
Show him.
He had a plan.
How?
This new kind of meat? What? It was us!
We got a lot of new ducks. We'll chop them up.
I just had to escape. I just had to be free. And I didn't even know I had a destiny.